Welcome to America's Heroes Group.
Okay, welcome back, folks. That was, of course, the voice of Cliff Kelley, the governor of talk radio. Cliff, my old buddy for many years, probably about 50 years. He is the host of the show, and I am attorney Ernesto Borges, the co-host today. This is America's Heroes Group Roundtable with our partner. We've got a partner, Veterans Legislative Voice. And today, of course, is February the 12th, 2022. And as we all know, this is Black History Month and American Heart Month. Our co-producer, our executive, I'm the co-host, but our executive producer is Glenda Smith. Our digital media producer is Ivan Ortega of Scouts Honor Productions. And today, of course, is Saturday. And we've got a guest coming on. Who is, hold on, we got a number of guests here. This is our guest coming up right now. Hold on one second. All right. We've got Brenne? Brenne. Her name is pronounced Brenne Ardrey, and she is from the southern. Okay, right, sorry. We got to reread this. I'm normally not the host here. I'm the co-host today. But America's Heroes Group Roundtable with partner Chicago Regional Office Veterans Benefits Administration. So we have a number of sponsors, and that is who we are doing this segment of the show with. And our guest is Brenne Ardrey, who is from the southern portion of Illinois, close to St. Louis, Missouri. And after working 18 years as a vocational counselor with Missouri VA, she has joined the VA as a vocational rehabilitation counselor in 2019 to assist veterans with service-connected disabilities to achieve their employment goals. And most recently, she accepted the role of Vet Success on-campus counselor with the rehabilitation. Now, and she's one of these officers who helps people get their benefits, and she has additional duties as being the liaison between the VA and the college, and she's housed by providing information to veterans about VA benefits, resources, and other career planning. She is someone who is a wealth of knowledge, and she's going to join us very shortly to discuss these matters. Hold on one second. Yes, okay. All right. Brenne? Yes, Brenne? Brenne Ardrey? Hello, she there? Hold on one second. Let me see where she is. That's not her. Hello? Sorry, we lost her for a second. I'm sure she'll call back in a second. Anyway, she's down there in southern Illinois. I guess there is a southern Illinois campus over near St. Louis. I went to Southern Illinois University in Carbondale, and there is another campus over there near St. Louis, and she will be joining us shortly. For those people who don't have veterans benefits, I'm one of the veterans with benefits, and you might have some type of, if you were injured in service or you have some kind of disability, she's a person that you'd want to talk to. So hold on a minute. She will be back with us in a second. She's down in the St. Louis area. And hold on one second. I guess we're trying to connect with her. But as you all know, this is a show that is on every Saturday from 4 till 6. Cliff Kelley is normally the host. We have some guest hosts. I'm one of the guest hosts today. And we have guests who come in and panelists who come in and discuss various matters with us every week. She is one of, we've got 4 segments today. This is our second segment. And Brenne we're waiting on her to call us back right now. Waiting on her to call us. But if anyone has any questions about, we just had a section with another lady who works over at the VA, Jesse Brown VA, and she was speaking about disabilities, about disorders with eating disorders. Then we have another guest, and then we've got some other guests who are coming in. Is she back on the phone yet? Yeah, here she is. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. What? You want me to put her on the air now? She's what? Hello, Ardrey?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Ardrey. Okay, well, I guess we got disconnected a little earlier. Okay, so you're down in the southern portion of Illinois, near Missouri, and you
Yes.
have a lot of duties, I see. You work with, it doesn't say which college you work with. You work with one of the colleges
I work
down
with Southwestern Illinois Community College.
there? Southwestern, okay, I see. Is that near, it's right near East St. Louis, or?
It is. It's actually housed in Belleville, Illinois, which is probably about 10 minutes away from East St. Louis, Illinois.
Oh, yeah, I've been to Belleville. Used to go down there for elections years ago, and Belleville was we had to stay. We stayed in Belleville, but yeah. So you're down there, and you help veterans. Tell us what you do in particular. And it says 18 years you worked down there. Huh?
Well, I worked for the state of Missouri for 18 years, and then I transitioned to the VA. So I'm a little bit new with the VA, but I know a whole lot. So
But you know a whole lot. So you were
I
in
do.
St. Louis, but now you're living in Illinois, in Belleville,
Yes, sir.
Illinois. Yeah, and 18 years with Missouri. And then you joined the VA how long ago?
in
2019.
2019, about 3 years ago.
And so you help them with their disability claims, or what is it that you do exactly to help?
Not necessarily claims. I work for Veterans Readiness and Employment, and the intent of the program is to provide services to assist the service members and veterans with service-connected disabilities to transition from military life to civilian life, actually. So in transition with, providing services to support back to civilian life at work, so, resulting from suitable employment, if they go to school, so on campus to provide supports with education and training, independent living skills to provide services to maximize independence in daily living.
I see. Now, that transition is so important from military life into civilian life. And some, I don't know, it depends upon how long you spent in the military or what your MOS was in the military. Who seems to have the most problem or problems making that transition from the military mindset? I used to be a basic training sergeant, and we tried to take civilians and convert them into military people. And now I would imagine your job is kind of taking those military-minded people and getting them acclimated to civilian life.
Exactly.
Yeah, who's the most difficult? Are some of the combat veterans, or just the amount of time they spent in the military? What?
I never really actually paid attention to that in particular, because we usually work with veterans with, like I said, service-connected disabilities. So my main focus would be, what the barriers to employment would be, and that person's particular limitations that they might have. So we would try to avoid employment opportunities that would, I guess, exacerbate any of their conditions.
So these are people who now, disabled veterans, but do they have skills? I mean, do certain ones have skills? Somebody might be in communications or the medical field, or might have been a medic in the service, and maybe could get them a job and work in a hospital or something. Do any of those skills they had in the military, they convert over to civilian life?
Oh, most definitely. We would definitely take those skills into consideration.
Yeah. Now, how severely, when you say disabled vets, are some of them suffering from PTSD? Are we talking amputees? Are we talking about the whole range? Some of these guys are paralyzed.
We're talking about the whole range of disabilities that a veteran might have, physical, mental. We're here to try to help, not necessarily alleviate those barriers, but to help you get something that you can do with the limitations that you may have. So, and to provide resources if you needed, like referrals to the VHA, we could provide those as well.
Okay, so what does one do when, tell me what your service. So you work in a facility. It's a VA facility down there, right?
I'm actually housed at the community college.
Oh, at the community college.
But
okay.
I am in the Veterans Services, Career Services Center. That's where I'm housed.
I see. So veterans are directed to you. How do they get directed to you in the college?
Oh, the admissions office often directs veterans to me. I also get calls. So if the calls come into the regional office and a veteran has a question, a lot of times they are directed to me to answer those questions and to provide benefits information. We can meet with them and schedule them for what we call a Chapter 36 case, which is basically guidance and counseling. So that would be really, Chapter 36 offers education, career counseling, planning, and resources that are personalized to the unique needs and the goals of the participant. And so program is usually oversighted by the VRE program.
And the VRE is?
Veterans, Readiness, and Employment.
Readiness and Employment. Yeah, I saw VRE here, but Readiness and Employment. So is there a veterans facility down there in that area or not?
Yes, there is a VRE office that is also located in Belleville. There's a VA office. There's also, there's also the Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs located in Belleville as well.
Oh, so Belleville has quite a few facilities there to help out veterans. Now, do some of those veterans also want to attend college, and do you help them get into college or what?
Yes, we do. A lot of times, with VRE, with Veterans Readiness and Employment, it's a different program than the GI Bill benefits. We are not the same. The GI Bill benefits it's an educational benefit.
Right.
And VRE it's an employment benefit.
Oh, okay.
So, but it still being an employment benefit, sometimes a veteran may need training to obtain employment. So we can also provide the training that they need.
I see.
So you asked, do we help them to get into college? Yes, we do. We provide evaluation and planning, give them resources on the schools that they are interested in and applying for in the programs, and try to guide them into a great career that matches that individual.
Oh, okay. Because now your college that you're affiliated with, is that a 4-year college or 2-year college or what?
It is a 2-year college, a 2-year community college. They do offer a variety of different programs, associate's degrees, certificates, and also they do have like a transitional program, so you can graduate from there with an associate's degree in general studies and then transfer to one of the 4-year universities that are local or, out and about.
Sure. Because you've got, how far is the Southern Illinois University from you?
SIU Edwardsville?
Edwardsville, right.
It's only probably about, I would say, 40 minutes.
40 minutes away, yeah. So you provide a lot of services. Now, is what you do, is that something that is done in other regions of the state, or is that something particular to the southern portion where you are?
No, it's done in other regions of the state. There are 2 VSOC counselors, so 2 Vet Success on Campus counselors in Illinois. The other one is Dr. Delmar Rhodes. He is located in Champaign, Illinois. That's the campus that he is at, the University of Illinois, Champaign.
Yeah.
And I am just, like I said, at Southwestern Illinois Community College in Belleville, Illinois. Okay. There are about 100 VSOC counselors on college campuses nationwide. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And so they probably have those, this doctor you just mentioned, he's at the University of Illinois. I would imagine SIU Carbondale has one, and maybe some of the other colleges. I don't know, Western, Eastern. Do they try to locate near colleges sometimes, or what?
They try to locate near colleges. So because Dr. Rhodes is in Champaign, he will probably field those students that would be at Eastern Illinois or Western Illinois, and I would probably field those veterans that are at SIU Carbondale or that way.
Oh, okay. So do you do a lot of work now that COVID has hit, or do you go into the office every day, or do you work from home, or how does that work?
Well, actually, When COVID first hit, we were working virtually, more teleworking. But now that the school is open, and my school is open, yes, I report into the office daily.
Oh, okay, good. So, for those of us, we have many listeners from all over the world here, and there's certainly a lot in Illinois. So, if one wants to contact you down in Belleville area, how would one contact you?
Well, the best method would be to email me, and I will give my personal email address. I don't have a problem with that. It just makes it a little bit easier.
Okay, what is that?
It is my first name dot my last name at va.gov. So that would be BRENNE dot ARDREY at va.gov.
Oh, okay. So you're at va.gov. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So it's BRENNEARDREY.
Correct.
Right? Okay. And so what's your 2022 agenda for VRA? Is there anything in particular you want to mention before we down to our last minute?
Oh, there's nothing more that I want to mention. I just want to assist as many veterans as I can, and just to help them get the resources and the guidance that they need to help them to be as successful as they can be, whatever their goals are.
Okay, thank you. Give us the name of that college one more time.
Southwestern Illinois Community College.
Southwestern, okay. We want to thank you very much for joining us here on America's Heroes Group. Brenne, Ardrey, is it? Yes.
Yes.
And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Okay. We got how many minutes? Oh, we got 10 minutes. So I'm looking at the clock. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. We're not. We've got a few more things to talk about. So first of all, let me tell people to join us on America's Group now, which is on global live streaming Facebook radio talk show. So join us right on. I guess it's on Facebook, streaming Facebook. Join America's Heroes Group. And we're streaming right now. So our guy, Ivan, is streaming right now. So, I'm sorry, we have a little more time left than I thought. You have veterans who, do you get referred by the VA? I mean, does the VA send people to you at all? Or you just send people as a one-way street here?
Well, sometimes the VA does refer people to me. You can apply. They can apply for VR&E services by submitting applications at the www.va.gov website. Or they could actually mail or deliver applications to the nearest VA regional office. Because I'm in Southern Illinois, our closest VA regional office would actually be St. Louis, the St. Louis regional office. But for veterans in the Chicago area, there is a VA office in Chicago. So they could submit applications there as well.
I see. And so you just deal primarily with disabled veterans. So if you're not disabled, you wouldn't deal with them, or you wouldn't assist them, or how does that work?
Well, I might not be able to find you entitled to, let's back up. It depends on which chapter you are referring. So if we're talking about Chapter 36 services, which is the educational, career counseling, and planning services, we can assist you even if you do not have a disability.
I see.
So in order to who may apply for those services would be transitioning service members who are within 6 months of discharge from active duty and expect to receive a discharge that is other than dishonorable. Veterans within 1 year following their discharge from active duty, if they have received an honorable or other than dishonorable discharge. Any service member or veteran currently eligible for VA education benefits, and that would be the Chapter 33 GI Bill benefits, post 9/11 benefits, and all current VA education beneficiaries. So we, with those personalized career counseling and support services, we can assist the dependents as well.
I see. Okay, well, that's great because I took advantage of the GI Bill myself, both for undergrad and for law school. And so, take advantage of those things. Now, they have a lot of different, and maybe some of the veterans don't know, but less than dishonorable. So it could be a general discharge, it could be a medical discharge, and they have other types of discharges less than dishonorable. You're saying you can deal with anybody other than those who have a dishonorable discharge.
That is correct.
You can provide services to them. Because a lot of people, had issues in the military, and as long as you didn't get a dishonorable, you still have a lot of benefits available to you. Most of the people are honorable discharges, or what? Or do you have a mixture?
Yes, of course. They're honorable discharges. I do get a lot of medical discharges, of course, because, like I said, we work specifically with veterans with service-connected disabilities. We're pretty much open. If there's a very simple question and you ask me, I will try to my best to actually answer that question for you. I might not have all of the answers, but I might be able to direct you to the resource that you need.
Yeah, because now you had 18 years of experience as a vocational counselor, so that comes in handy with the present position that you have, I would imagine.
Oh, most definitely.
Vocational counselor, meaning that you helped people decide which way they wanted to go, what they wanted to do in life,
Yes, with my years with the state, basically, I did the same job that I do now. I assist individuals with disabilities to obtain or maintain employment. The difference now is I'm specifically working with veterans, and those barriers that they may come across might be a little bit different than just kind of barriers that a civilian might have. And also working with the Veterans Administration, I have a little bit more fundage to help them a little bit better than I did with the civilian population.
Yeah.
So that works out in your favor.
Somebody wants a job, and you help them to fill out the application, or you call the potential employer, or how do you go about doing that?
Well, I usually don't assist them with filling out applications unless that's something specific that they need us to do. We might help them look at their resume, refer them to resources where they can apply for jobs, such as USA jobs.gov. We also may provide them with resources with the IDES counselor or the DVOP. Or we also can provide resources as far as referrals to the VHA if someone is having difficulty with different things, related to their service-connected disabilities.
Yeah. So you come in handy. So how many people do you see? I mean, what's your caseload like?
Well, that's a little different because I recently, since I transitioned over to the new position, my caseload prior was about 160 veterans.
Per
counselor.
Per counselor, 160.
Yes, and that is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot. So you have to go through 160, and you're trying to do that within what period of time? Are you trying to get them placed, or?
Well, it actually varies because we have a number of veterans that are in school. And so if we're paying for someone to get a bachelor's degree, then they might be in the program for 4 to 5 years.
Oh, okay.
If someone is getting an associate's degree, maybe 2 years, 2.5 years, or if somebody is looking for rapid access to employment, it might be significantly shorter than that. We also provide independent living skills. That's one of the tracks that VRE offers, and is no telling what that may entail. Usually, probably, I would say approximately like a year or two.
Now, when you say independent living, you're saying people who may need housing, or how does that?
Not necessarily housing. People to improve their daily living situation. So by that, what I mean is, let's see. If someone is in need of a wheelchair, for example, or a ramp to get in and out of their home so they can accomplish, different things like attending doctor's appointments and things of that nature, we can assist with the VHA into providing those.
Oh, okay. And what about transportation?
we can't provide cars, if that's what you're
So
asking.
you're not giving away cars like Oprah?
No,
okay.
can't provide cars. But we can assist with acquiring assistive technology, independent living skills training, community-based support services, gaining increased access to the community, helping and acquiring a volunteer position. Sometimes veterans just, they want to get out the house. They want to be active. They've been active all this time.
Right.
So they want to maintain their independence and be out there and give. So we're trying to help increase that. Home adaptations to improve independence and activities of daily living. That's like, where I was describing, like putting a ramp on a home, or helping the veteran just be able to get from point A to point B.
Okay.
And to help them feel better about themselves.
Well, absolutely. That's quite a transition for a lot of veterans, and many of them spent many years serving our country, and transitioning into civilian life can be sometimes traumatic. But thanks for doing that. Let's get your information one more time, and we've got 1 minute left. So again, in order to contact you, it's In order to contact me directly, my email address is brenne.ardrey@va.gov. Someone can also call just the Veterans Benefits Administration at their 1-800 toll-free number, and that number is 1-800-827-1000. Again, that is 1-800-827-1000. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us on America's Heroes Group. And you take care down there in Southern Illinois. I love it down there.
Well, come visit anytime.
So, thank you. All right. Have a good day. Thanks, folks. Folks, we'll be back in a minute. We're going to take a short commercial break. Thanks for joining us here on America's Heroes Group. Back in a few minutes. Stay tuned.